What is up, guys? Richard Cactus here. Thank you so much for stopping by, and today we are going to be showcasing the best exotic farm within Destiny 2. Did you want those legendary 70 stat exotics? Do you want to masterwork your gear on a whim? Well, this is the time to do it, seriously, because it goes away after this week. So let's get started. Now, of course, what I'm talking about is the current Grandmaster Nightfall. Finally, it's the Lake of Shadows. The Lake of Shadows strike is widely considered one of the easiest and the fastest strikes in the game. The fact that this is the featured Grandmaster is a significant deal, and it is significantly easier than previous Grandmasters. Our first run, when we were just testing things out, we had a 23-ish minute run. And then after perfecting our loadouts and our strategies, we got it down to 17 minutes, and I have no doubt that I'm going to get it down to 15 minutes or below. And by the way, these are all for platinum runs. So that is a guaranteed exotic shard and 4 enhancement prisms every single one of those runs. But as you can see from the loot I'm getting, I'm also getting exotics on top of that. And to put that into perspective, when the corrupted strike was the Grandmaster, that took the full 45 minutes for a lot of people to get that platinum done. So you can do 3 Lake of Shadows Grandmasters with platinum at 15-ish minutes a piece, and that's going to take you the same time as 1 corrupted Grandmaster. So the efficiency at which you're getting not only exotics but also guaranteed exotic ascended shards so you can masterwork your gear. Oh, it's unbelievable. If you haven't been doing Grandmasters, this is the week to do it, and I'm going to share with you guys some loadouts and some tips to really help you get through this as fast and efficiently as possible. So firstly, let's talk about the loadouts. So, this week's featured champions are Overload and Unstoppable, and our first loadout was what I guarantee everyone's gonna try to use, which was 2 Izanagi's Burdens, combined with a Divinity to deal with the champions, and then 3 Falling Guillotine Swords so that you can absolutely melt the boss. And by the way, that did work in theory. Like, we absolutely cranked through this boss. That's part of the reason this strike is so fast, is because the boss phase is a joke. It's done in seconds, honestly. But for the other 99% of the strike, the swords were not that fantastic, and frankly, Izanagi's Burden, although it dealt with the champions very efficiently, all of the other adds, it wasn't that good against. Our much faster run, and what I'm going to be recommending to you guys, is to forget about the Izanagi's Burden, forget about, loading up on Special Finisher, all of that stuff, and actually use Xenophage. Still have 1 person using Divinity if possible, but as you can see, double Xenophage cranks these champions, like just melts them in seconds. But the advantage of Xenophage is that it goes far beyond champions. It's also phenomenal at taking down groups of adds, especially because there's a lot of solar shields within this Nightfall 2. So Xenophage worked wonders for us. It was just so good throughout the entirety of this Grandmaster, and it was still capable of just melting the crap out of the boss at the end. Now, of course, if you're relying on a heavy, you are going to need armaments. The advantage here is because it's taken, you can double dip on armaments. So if you have taken armaments and you also have hive armaments on at the same time, when you kill a taken thrall, that counts as a taken and a hive, and you're gonna get like 16 to 18 rounds of Xenophage back for 1 grenade on a taken thrall. That is insane, and it means that you're really never going to run out of Xenophage. Now, if you're watching this video thinking, oh my goodness, I don't have any armaments, you are in luck, because both of those armaments are acquirable without actually having to do a raid. You can get hive armaments from the menagerie. You can also get taken armaments by using a specific method where you can actually go into the Last Wish raid and gain access to a chest without actually doing the raid solo. I've outlined exactly what to do in the video that's linked up above, so check that out. But yeah, you can get both of those solo without doing raids, and if you have frankly either one, it should be good enough to reliably have quite a bit of Xenophage ammunition. Just be sure to, if possible, utilize a primary weapon with Demolitionist. That's going to get you your grenades so much more frequently, which of course is essential for activating armaments and getting your heavy up. Remember also that since there's only 2 types of champions, you can have, 2 people running unstoppable rounds and then 1 person running a divinity or something with overload rounds, and then you can run mountaintops, powerful snipers, whatever alongside that for just more ad clearing capabilities. And although Xenophage is fantastic for taking down those champions, at the end we were saving our Xenophages for the boss, and we were more than capable of taking down these champions with, a good sniper rifle combined with a mountaintop and divinity. So you don't even necessarily need to rely on Xenophage for champions. Aside from the weapons, however, you really do want supportive supers. Having access to either tethers, bubbles, or wells, specifically well with Phoenix Protocol, I think is the way to go. Like you'll see in the background gameplay, I put down my well, we slay out, and by the end of killing all those guys, I basically have my well back. That is extremely valuable. And speaking of supers, a huge tip because you start in a public event space is that you can time starting your Grandmaster for when you see a public event in the Trossland, so that you can start the Grandmaster and nab the public event flag, as you can see, and everyone gets full supers leading into the Grandmaster, which is going to make things significantly easier. Another tip, there's actually a modifier that increases environmental knockback distance, so all of those little taken ploofs or whatever you call them that push you alongside, those are going to be much more significant and throw you against the wall and kill you a lot of the time, so be very cognizant of avoiding those. And guys, that's really it. It may take a couple of runs to perfect your strategy if you're not used to Grandmasters, but just take it slow, because even taking it slow with this strike is going to be way faster than most other strikes. And seriously, if you can start to pound these out in 20 minutes or less, the efficiency at getting these guaranteed very rare materials and almost guaranteed exotics is well worth it. Again, always go for platinum by killing all the champions, because that's really where the rewards lie. Again, guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed, found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickKakis. That's linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.